Well, I think that an article like the HBR article kind of shows you there's a door here. You know, you can kind of peek inside for a second. You get a little feeling. But for most practical people, they need to be around other practitioners. They need to get a feeling of the ideas as they're embodied by people who've been doing it. So keeping this centered on the stories, the lived examples of those, it's very different than reading about them, because you get a feeling for them. Then secondly, being able to talk with peers. So, and of course the way they run it as a workshop, you know, kind of, what are you here for? What are some of the challenges you face as an organization? So you're always being invited to anchor this in your reality, not somebody else's reality. The combination of those things I think are very powerful. You know, making it real, making it human, and giving me lots of opportunities to reflect on how it connects to my own reality. That's powerful.
So would you?
Oh, sure. Sure, I think that the workshop is, at least in my experience, for most practitioners. You know, what I mean by practitioners is managers at all kinds of different levels, but particularly relatively senior people who could embrace this, or I would say not even embrace it. People who could see this as articulating something they already believe in. Because I believe when you're dealing with these change processes, you've always got different segments. I think it's a waste of time if somebody wants to be convinced. I think that's never going to happen. Because if they want to be convinced, they're already in a stance of, you know, prove it to me. But the people who I think would really benefit from this will be people who in a sense are already doing it or really trying to do it, and they need a little more encouragement. You're not crazy. You're not alone. Here's people doing it. Here's tools, methods, approaches. Those are the ones who are kind of ready to move. They're already moving, but they need encouragement. It's very easy to feel lonely when you're doing this kind of work. You know, you wouldn't be doing it if it didn't mean a lot to you, so you already have a certain amount of personal commitment, but you can also feel quite isolated. And that's a place, if you can get away from that isolation and go, oh yeah, well they're doing it, and they're doing it. I've met some people, we'll stay in touch, we can help each other. Then it starts to really make a big difference.